Hey everybody! It is Motivation Monday. I'm Elysabeth Alfano, the Silver Chic Chef, and I got the munchies and I thought, well, I'm gonna make for you a new recipe that I've made for myself, plant-based gyros. The time has come. Okay, so super easy. And remember, meat is all in the spices. The reason we like the meat that we like, if you even like that, is because of the spices. So, I'm starting out with Upton's Naturals. This is just seitan. So for those of you who are gluten intolerant, okay, so maybe this isn't gonna be for you. And I can show you a different recipe if you wanna switch out seitan. But I'm just taking seitan, which looks kind of like this. It's kind of just a chunky bread thing, really. It's the protein from the wheat. So it's getting rid of the shaft, and it's just the protein. So this is very high protein of the wheat. Okay, so my favorite tool in the kitchen, scissors, and I cut these into gyros-like strips. And I just make them kind of about 1/4 of an eighth inch thick. And I put them in a big bowl. Now tonight I'm making gyros for everybody, because when I was little and we were growing up, we would have taco night, and we would have pizza night, and we would have gyros night. And so I don't see why I should stop that tradition, even though I'm vegan. So tonight is gyros night, and I'm just cutting up my seitan, and I'm going to spice it, because everything is about the spices. Soy sauce. So I have a lot going on in here. Like I said, I'm making gyros for my entire family. So I have a lot going on in here, and I've already started this recipe. But just to give you guys an example, I'm gonna do a little bit more soy sauce, which I've already done a lot of. I'm going to do cumin. So when it comes down to meat, cumin is my #1 spice. When I'm making lasagna or pasta bolognese, I always do cumin. So I'm gonna add a little bit more cumin here. I'm gonna add a little bit of adobe spice. I'm gonna add garlic. I'm gonna add onion powder. Like I said, it's all in the spices. There's absolutely, I don't want to throw myself under a bus, but there's barely any cooking here. You just take the wheat gluten and you season it. So onion powder, who could go wrong? I go like this. If you want the exact quantities, which I'm sure you do, go to my website, oregano. Go to my website, elysabethalfano.com, and you're gonna get exactly all of the quantities. I'm so used to cooking this, because I've been making this for a while now, because it's a huge hit. That I kind of know it off the top of my head. Cloves. Just be very careful. Bing! 1 clove. That's it. Liquid smoke. Now this stuff is like high school chemistry. You just want like a drop. And this is cruel, because they made the bottle without a dropper. So I need a dropper, but I don't have one. So okay, high school science, don't blow anything up. Just a tad bit. Hey, that's all the spices. It's not even a whole heck of a lot. Okay, I let this marinate. So, if we had boatloads of time together, we would spend it doing cooking and lots of other fun stuff, and marinating our seitan. So we don't have that today, so I'm just gonna stir it in, but I might let this sit for like 2 hours to make sure that all of the spices and the soy sauce gets to where it needs to go. Now put my seitan away as well. What's not to love about, everyone says like, oh, I don't have time to cook. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, it's how I manage my stress is cooking, because I get to do things like this. Boom, smashed garlic. Again, I've already diced about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, but here I go, 1 more clove. I'm gonna do that right now. Because fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder if you have to, but hey, what the heck, if you've got fresh garlic, which every kitchen should have, I'll just put that in right here. Okay, so now I'm going to heat this up. I've talked to you guys about this before. Now you've noticed no oil. This is a very healthy recipe. So, you've got wheat gluten, which is high in protein, high in nutrients, nutritious value, but no oil. And here I'm not going to fry with oil either. I'm gonna get a little bit of mushroom broth into my pan, and then I'm just gonna saute everything in the mushroom broth. I'm gonna stir every once in a while, make sure everything's cut down as it should. But basically, this should sit by itself. Put that on low. Okay, now if you've had gyros, obviously, you've got your pita, of course, and maybe you've even warmed it, but then you know that you've got to get ready for all of your gyros toppings. So what I've done is I've taken almond yogurt, nothing to it here, haven't added a thing yet, almond yogurt, and now I'm gonna dice up cucumbers. So I'm making tzatziki sauce. Here, I'll let you get in there. See that? I'm making tzatziki sauce, and I like to have fresh cucumbers. So I'm doing that, just dicing them as thin as I can. You know, I am not a master dicer. There are better people in the world to dice than I. Nothing's gonna be perfect or even, or this is not a competition. I am cooking for my family and I'm cooking fast. That's what I'm doing. So the skill here is I'm getting it done. Now here, you could add olive oil if you want. I'm not going to. But if you really wanted to make it richer in taste, your tzatziki sauce, you could do that. More than anything though, I am gonna add a little salt. And I am gonna add, it's the reason why we're all here, lemon. I do lemon in my salad dressings. Lemon's really gonna bring out the taste in this tzatziki, but also in my gyros. So, and it's fresh. You just feel like it's the taste of the sun. Okay, so this is heating up and it's looking fly actually. So it's looking good. I'll just let this kind of do its thing. Doesn't need much from me at this point, which is beautiful. So all tzatziki should have fresh dill. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm working this all in. Salt, lemon, cucumbers, and dill. And then in advance, because I know you guys would be with me, I have already cut tomatoes and onions because I know I'm gonna put them on my pita. So while this is warming up, making sure that everything is let me help you out, cameraman. Making sure that everything is infused and all these spices are really marinated right through, just heating it up together. And of course, cooking can be about multitasking, which means I have to go get my pita. Okay, now some people, I have fresh rosemary, so I'm using it. This is not a recipe breaker. If you do not have fresh rosemary, don't worry about it, but I do, so I'm gonna throw some in here. Just again, the smells are almost as important as the taste when you're cooking. So, and then the joy of cooking is in your own kitchen. You get to smell everything. So I'm going to, looks great. Show this again to camera. You can see that fresh rosemary in there right from my garden. Oh, hooray. I'm gonna heat this up again and then I'm gonna start to dish it out. That's right, I'm gonna dish it out. I don't wanna make a mess, which I'm very capable of making. Oh, you see how much gyros is going into my, ooh, yummy. I don't know, I hope I have enough for my family. Now I've just made such a big one myself that, gosh, maybe it'll just be for me. Go like this, then look at this. It's all about the smell and the look and the taste. Okay, now if you're looking at this at home, tell me that that does not look like gyros. You just tell me that. Crazy people, it sure does look like gyros. Tomatoes on one side, whoa. Tomatoes on one side, look at that. Okay, now you wanna see me eat it? Of course you do. Okay, here I go. Oh my God, I did not say it wasn't messy. I just said it was good gyros, that's all. So bear with me here as I go. Plant-based gyros. Cheers, everybody. This is how I start my Meatless Monday. Super delish. Even if messy. You know what? I am gonna do fresh lemon. A little bit of fresh lemon. Put my sandwich back together. Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna take another bite, but I am going to say, I hope I don't have gyros on me. Happy Meatless Monday, everybody. For this entire recipe, ElysabethAlfano.com. You do not need meat on Monday or any day of the week. Thanks for being vegan. Bye, everybody.